What on earth did we do before Google? We are a society in search of answers, knowledge, right now. Who has time to wait? Larry Page and Sergey Brin are on a mission to find answers. They're the two former Stanford students who founded Google back in 1998 and have since been building the world's largest search engine.
So we weren't necessarily the first, but we were the best. And we were the best because we focused on getting all the content and ranking it better.
Google's mission from the start has been to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. But it goes deeper than that. The company has always been focused on the user from day one. And that focus is embedded in every major decision the company makes.
Our foremost focus is getting the consumer experience right. We always believe if we get that right, there's plenty of opportunity to market from that.
And there has been plenty of opportunity for Google. The search engine has morphed into an advertising powerhouse, revolutionizing the way businesses can monetize their online advertising dollars by making advertising more relevant for both the consumer and the companies who hope to connect with them.
Google is Yenta, so Yenta is a matchmaker. And Google matches up people who have information to people who are seeking information. And they match up people who want to sell things to people who want to buy things. So basically, we're a matching organization.
The company has invented masterful ways for businesses to market online, giving advertisers the ability to target their messages to precisely the people who are most interested in them, and providing tools so they can accurately assess in real time how their ads and even their own websites are performing. Google is also a master at marketing its own brand.
If you give users something that's meaningful and valuable to them, they're going to use it, and they're going to tell their friends about it.
Today, Google is a worldwide company of nearly 15,000 employees, a number that is constantly getting larger every month. It's an amazing story, especially when you consider the early days when the challenge was how to make money. Back then, Google was focused on text-only ads at the top of the page. They were sold by a sales force by negotiation priced on a per-impression basis. Then they went to a pay-per-click model. After that, Google came up with its targeted advertising program called AdWords, where advertisers could buy keywords for the right to have their ad displayed if the user typed in a query related to that keyword. AdWords included something that changed the internet advertising model radically. Google wanted the ads to be relevant to users. They didn't want to just push ads onto people. So they decided to hold an auction. But instead of companies winning the top spot by bidding the most money, Google came up with a twist.
The way the auction worked is we would actually take the price you're willing to pay times the user interest, and we use the click-through rate as a proxy for user interest. And you put those two together, and you end up with a very unique auction in which not just the higher bidder pays, but the highest yielding ad.
Google says this pay-per-conversion formula really hones in on the true value of what is being delivered, and they say it has helped to make online marketing more valuable.
From the Google auction came this return back to advertisers that they'd never seen before, and that their spend was much more effective. It wasn't wasted spend.
You may actually be an advertiser bidding less than somebody else, but we may show your ad higher in the auction simply because your ad, we have data that shows that consumers are clicking on your ad more often, and thus it's more relevant.
The success of AdWords led Google to develop and deliver a solution that opened the door for content providers to have ready-made ads on their sites, giving website owners the ability to generate revenue. They named it AdSense.
With AdSense, because it's so easy to just pop the ad code on your page, there's many publishers that have turned their hobby into a full-time job. They've quit their jobs and now they just work on their hobby. They don't have to worry about the ads side of the business whatsoever. They just purely focus on the content, the hobby that they enjoy, and they write content about it, bring in the users, and then AdSense does the heavy lifting of bringing in advertisements that are directly related to somebody's hobby.
For now, Google is focused on giving people what they want.
Google's mission, as you know, is to manage the world's information, make it universally accessible and useful. And it seems to me that we're doing pretty well on that mission. It's a pretty ambitious mission, but we've got the right start.